Hi there, good afternoon. Today I'm going to be flipping through this book. Sorry, but there's a bit of reflection with the light on the cover. The book is called The Art of the Sketchbook. It contains quite a few different sketchbook artists from around the world. And if you're interested in sketchbooks, this is a pretty cool book. I picked it up in Tokyo, in Daikanyama, which I've mentioned now quite a number of times. I picked this up a few years back. So maybe today is a good chance to flip through it and to comment as necessary. This book was published in 2019, I believe. So first edition is 2019. So it says here, not everyone who keeps a diary is Shakespeare, and not everyone who keeps a sketchbook is the next Rembrandt. To draw in a sketchbook is its own reward. To open a sketchbook to a blank page can be many things: meditation, reportage, journaling, ideas for further exploration. And I agree. I think the great thing about this particular book is they ask quite a few different questions. So like, how did you come across sketchbook drawing, or tell me something about yourself. Then ask questions based on other things, like what kind of sketchbooks and tools do you use? Do you prefer to sketch with purpose or retain the spontaneity? So, and at the end here, there's a section for the size of sketchbook they use and the different materials and tools they use. So quite cool if you're looking to kind of decide on what materials you want. And if you need ideas, it's a great book to look at. Julio Cortázar, the great Argentinian writer. I think when I first picked up this book, I kind of liked this one. How he had the juxtaposition of color with the red and the black and the white. I thought it was pretty creative. I mean, clearly he's lived in Japan and he's got his own style, which I thought was pretty cool. I like this artist as well. Very busy drawings. This was another artist I liked, especially how he used so much red. Again, it's like red, black, and white. Or you would say red and black, and then lots of open spaces. Never been good at keeping travel journals. It always takes so long to sketch something. Never had enough time to just sit down and sketch. This is another great one. I liked his use of pencils, I guess. So many pencils. Pencils and watercolors and markers. That's a great one. Inktober illustrations as a daily challenge. Yeah, this is another one that I really liked. It says he used ink. I guess that's Indian ink, I guess. I think that's one of the good things about looking at these types of books. You can kind of get motivated to pull out your sketchbook again and to try to draw. That's great. Gouache. I went to this aquarium actually with my son. It's in Osaka. It was a great aquarium. I don't know how many of these types of books I have of people's sketchbooks. I think I must have at least like 6 or 7 of them. This one, I'm not that familiar with most of these artists. Which is kind of good because a lot of the other books, they focus on the famous guys. This one, I don't know, maybe they're not as popular, or maybe they're all based, or they have previous connections with the publisher. I'm not entirely sure how they selected these guys. I have seen this one before. I remember this because it was great watercoloring. I think this guy's famous, Alex Hilkertz. I'm sure he has a YouTube channel. And I think he's also done a course in Domestika, which is this kind of online course where you can learn different arts and different skills. If you have an interest in sketchbooking or in painting, you should check out Domestika. They're most probably still doing end of year sales at this stage. I've definitely bought more than a few, but this year has been a busy one, and I need to get back to sketching. Yeah, this one stood out before as well. Again, just the use of a couple of colors, quite interesting. I mean, you can see just by using dark colors in the foreground, there's a sense of depth there, which is quite amazing. I did like this guy's Michael Hirschon. His Colombian sketchbooks had a lot of color. It almost looks like this is done online, like a PC or something, but it says here it's done all by pen. It's amazing. I wonder how he gets the colors like so rich. I like this one before. Anyway, we're coming towards the end. Let me know what you think. You know, do you like keeping sketchbooks yourself, or do you have many of these types of books? What are your thoughts? Anyway, over here at the end, you can see the web pages of these guys. It's definitely an interesting book if you're looking for a book that has a variety of artists. So that was The Art of the Sketchbook, published by Sandu. Have a great day.